Indiegogo is the world's funding platform where anybody can raise money for any idea. We launched in January 2008, and now we distribute millions of dollars every week around the world to 70 to 100 countries a week. So since we launched in January 2008, we actually have over 1,000 competitors that have followed us. What makes us different than anybody else is we're actually the only ones that are putting the crowd into crowdfunding. There's three major differentiators. Number one is we're completely open for anybody to raise money for absolutely any idea from any country. Again, no human judgment, no application. The crowd gets to decide what they want to fund. Number two is we're completely merit driven. Everything is all about the data and you earning your way for promotion. Very similar to how Google would work, for example. And number three, we're all about love. So we make sure to give you the utmost support and help so that you can create your campaign, get the most exposure, and make sure your funders are having the best experience possible. It's hard to compete with love. We're actually quite global. So we distribute money to 70 to 100 countries a week. 1/3 of the money is distributed outside of the US, as well as 1/3 of the money comes from outside the US, which is pretty exciting. That's been growing pretty rapidly. I actually expect in the future, the number outside of the US will continue to grow faster than the number inside the US. Yeah, for us, Indiegogo, from the beginning, we always wanted to be as global as possible because we think access to capital is really a global issue. So for us, we wanted to make sure to be at a conference like DLD, which has such a global footprint. In the last year alone, we grew 300% in Europe ever since we've been adding currencies and languages. One of my favorite campaigns actually just closed, which is Panono, which is this incredible camera. It's actually a 360-degree camera with 36 individual cameras stitched together through technology software that's over 100 megapixels, actually 108 megapixels. They just premiered at CES in Las Vegas, and it's remarkable. They raised $1.25 million. It's actually a campaign right here in Germany, which is where DLD is as well. Another great campaign that we've had is the Turkish campaign for the full-page ad in the New York Times. So it was actually 3 global citizens that were all part of the Turkish diaspora that were very interested in starting a campaign to help raise their voice. So the campaign launched on Monday. By Tuesday, they already had double the funds needed to have a full-page ad in the New York Times. By Friday, they then got all the feedback and had the full-page ad in the New York Times. It was incredible to see all the feedback and the funders getting involved and then the media covering the story. Really quite great. Yeah, we've had lots of great campaigns. I mean, we have the first ever crowdfunded baby, we have movie award-winning campaigns that won the Oscars, and we've had the largest campaign in crowdfunding history, which was a phone, which is $12.8 million for the Ubuntu Edge. There's also really cool ones like Scan and Do Scout, Canary, all over $1 million.